It sounds like you're somewhat defending Diddy a little bit and protecting him and putting more the onus on some of the guys at the top.
It's no puzzle. Me and Puffy, not friends, never will be friends.
Okay.
It's not about I'm protecting him. I'm going to tell the truth. But I'm not going to tell you something I wasn't in the room. If I was in the room with that, you shouldn't be talking to me, because if you was in the room with Diddy, I wouldn't be talking to you. If he was in there and he was telling you, take that, take that, take that, take that. You think me, you go be conversating? I'm like, no.
Welcome back to the Dark Times channel. And so let's go ahead and dive right in. This isn't going to be one of my longer videos, but something I came across and something I wanted to, I guess, go ahead and highlight. Suge Knight, who is formerly the CEO of Death Row Records, is currently incarcerated right now. And recently he was on the show with Patrick Bet-David, in which he was asked a series of questions about Diddy. And it's no secret that Suge Knight and Diddy were not the best of friends. These are two individuals that didn't see eye to eye for obvious reasons.
And one other thing I'd like to say, any artist out there want to be an artist and want to stay a star, don't want to have to worry about the executive producer trying to be all in the videos, all on the record, dancing, come to Death Row.
And somebody like Suge Knight had every reason to go ahead and start spilling the tea on Diddy and making all kind of accusations and saying anything that he really wanted to say. And that's what somebody like Patrick Bet-David was counting on, trying to get Diddy's enemies to come on his show and start slandering him. But Suge wasn't going for it. You can say what you want about Suge Knight, but Suge Knight comes across to me as somebody that's a stand-up individual. And of course, this is me looking at it from the outside looking in. Because Suge Knight could have came on this show and basically started saying whatever he wanted to say. And people would have believed it. Because that's what most people in Suge Knight's situation would have done. Came on Patrick Bet-David's show and just started saying anything and everything, and everybody would have believed him. And like Suge Knight, I'm not taking up for Diddy. I wasn't there. I really could care less. It's got nothing to do with me. But also like Suge Knight, I'm somebody that also sees the bigger picture. I'm somebody that sees the bigger play. And so does somebody like Patrick Bet-David. He knows what's going on, but Patrick Bet-David is in the business of trying to get his black guests to go at other black guests. That's his whole stick. Whenever he has another black guest on, 9 times out of 10, he's trying to get that other black guest to talk disparagingly against another so-called black person. That's his whole stick as it pertains to his black guest. But Suge Knight wasn't going for it. And like I said earlier, like myself, he's somebody that sees the bigger picture. And he's not the only one. There's a lot of other people that can see it for what it is as well.
They covering up their whole shit on that Epstein. Diddy got to take the fall for all that shit. So now, smoke and mirrors, it's the freaky niggas, not the freaky white people. They had some niggas over there on Epstein Island too, but no, this is all niggas over here. And now, clean up the white shit. But Diddy's smart. He filmed every session. He was fucking Clive and the motherfucking freak boy that run Universal Music Group. Now that's why they raiding the house, because they got friends in Homeland Security and the feds. And they said, get in there and get them tapes from this nigga. He trying to blackmail us. That's what I believe is going on.
Absolutely. That's exactly what's going on. Don't look over here, look at this. And that's the game that's always been played. Highlight this, don't highlight that. And it's all a sleight of hand, because it's all a game. If I can control the image of a people, hell, if I can control the image of all people, that's a superpower. Because any set group of people are only as good as their image. Whatever model that you have, whatever model that you're given, the majority of the people are only going to be as good as that image. And that's why it's everything. Everything is everything. And so I want y'all to go ahead and take a listen to this interview, and of course I'll come back and chime in.
Because when you really look at it, Ciroc was a great company that gave Puffy opportunity. I think he gave him $1,000 to get in, and then he was able to make all this money, and then he wanted more and more and more, and the first time they didn't allow him to throw a tantrum, with the stuff that people hit him with probably. So he told them, hey, you racist. They say, yeah. Puffy challenged him. And they knew Puffy lived in a glass house. His house came tumbling down because those rocks was coming to that glass house. On the simple fact, when he called those guys racist, and they knew he had those hidden secrets, they ain't just found out that the things Puffy was doing. They ain't just found out how the industry is. They haven't just found out how they pick and choose. They're part of the government. And I say that because that's why it was so easy to snatch motherfucking Puffy down. And all the people that Puffy with, they can't say nothing because they're part of it too.
It sounds like you're somewhat defending Diddy a little bit and protecting him and putting more the onus on some of the guys at the top.
It's no puzzle. Me and Puffy not friends, never will be friends.
Okay.
And damn sure ain't scared of him. I ain't scared of nobody but God. It's not about I'm protecting him. I'm going to tell the truth. I'm not going to... I know a lot of stuff is true that he been got caught doing, but I'm not going to tell you something I wasn't in the room. If I was in the room with that motherfucker, you shouldn't be talking to me, because if you was in the room with Diddy, I wouldn't be talking to you. If he was in there and he was telling you, take that, take that, take that, take that. You think me and you gonna be conversating? I'm like, no. At the end of the day, shit, I believe in what I believe in. Once said twice, don't say it at all, But, okay, we're going to talk about Puff. All right, listen to this. There was a guy named Barry Gordy, and you know who Barry Gordy is.
Mm-hmm.
Now, I went in the room with Barry Gordy, but everybody knew that Barry Gordy hits both sides of the fence, they always say. So Barry Gordy was the guy who had the Jackson 5, who eventually conned Michael Jackson because Joe Jackson was a Jehovah's Witness. And they say, Michael, you come hang with us, you can get toys. They might got Michael some more than toys. Then there was Quincy Jones with Michael. And you know exactly where I'm going with this. Next thing you know, Michael Jackson, allegedly, they said he started partying with younger boys. So where did Michael Jackson get it from? And if you wouldn't have a problem to say, Barry Gordy was touching on Michael Jackson. You wouldn't have a problem to say that Quincy Jones was touching on Michael Jackson. And you wouldn't have a problem to say that Michael Jackson was touching on the little boys. But what the problem come in at, and we start talking about the Clyde Davidsons and the other people, and it goes down to Puffy, that's where the buck stops at. Shit, Puffy, the black ass sacrifice lamb.
And so shout out to Suge Knight, because like I said earlier, Suge Knight could have went in. He could have went in on one of his enemies. That was a golden opportunity to do exactly what Patrick Bet-David wanted him to do. To go ahead and just start slandering somebody and kicking somebody who's already down. But that's not the way the game is supposed to be played. And Suge Knight is somebody who's smart enough to understand this and get the bigger picture. But a lot of people out here don't get it. They're not seeing what this is really about. Diddy, and it seems like every so-called black male celebrity that they want to go after every year, is a proxy for all of us. That's all it is. It's all a game. And so Suge Knight knew exactly what was trying to be done. Now, you're not going to get me on here to slander another so-called black man when I don't know any of the information or any of the details that you want to talk about. No, you can't get me to do that. But what you can get me to do is talk about some of the monsters that created the monster. Nobody wants to talk about that. Everybody wants to talk about the low-level employees. Nobody wants to talk about the people and the individuals that created this system within Hollywood. Because if you talk about that, now you got to talk about Massa. And nobody wants to talk about Massa because everybody likes to eat. Everybody likes to be in the house. Even these immigrants that come over here and masquerade and cosplay, even they have a fear of Massa. And so like I said, shout out to Suge Knight for standing tall wherever he's at. And make sure you guys go ahead and smash that like button for me. And if you're not new to the channel and you enjoy the content so far on this channel, make sure you guys go ahead and hit that subscribe button for me as well. And as usual, peace and chaos.